Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Noelle and I do unboxings here, mostly lifestyle subscription boxes, but also some stationery, books, beauty, jewelry, and even a dash of Disney. So if you like unboxings, I hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel and hitting the notification bell. And as always, if you're already subscribed, thanks again so much for being here and welcome back. Today I get to open up the spring She Lives Aloha kit. In case you didn't already know from my channel name, I did have the privilege of growing up in Hawaii and living there for several years as an adult. So I absolutely love any box that allows me to sort of speak the language of aloha, to share a little of my home state with you, that really brings Hawaii to you wherever you happen to live. This box actually ships from Northern California, but most of the products are coming all the way from Hawaii. It is a seasonal subscription for $49.95 plus shipping, but if you're interested in giving it a try, you can save $10 using the code Aloha Noel. Now, last week I had the privilege of talking to the co-owners, Vanessa and Lori, and it was just so awesome to give them some feedback based on what I have learned having this channel, but I'm sure that they would love to hear from you guys as well in the comments. So let us know what it is that you're looking for in a Hawaii inspired box, what would compel you to subscribe, whether or not you have had the opportunity to visit Hawaii or you would just like to one day. Really, it's a lifestyle box, but it's also kind of a vacation in a box. It's some culture in a box. It's like a little bit of a travel box. So it's all of the things that I really love rolled up into one, as well as a really great experience. So let's go ahead though and get into this one. I will give you a little hint though, you guys. The next season's box, they were asking me some questions because it is going to have a Maui theme. So I'm really excited about this one. But this one is inspired by my second favorite island. So we're gonna see what we've got. On the inside, I just see a cute little postcard and it just says, "Wish you were here. I wish I was there too." It says, "Keep the aloha vibes coming all year long from She Lives Aloha. Aloha Noel. So happy, so glad we had a chance to talk Hawaii last week. Hope you enjoy this trip to Kauai or Kauai. Mahalo, Lori and Vanessa." So great to have that. And then inside we just have some nice white tissue paper and their adorable little sticker, which has a pineapple, which you guys know I love. I think their logo is like one of my favorites because it's a pineapple. And I just love this like seafoam green color scheme that they've got going on as well. So we're gonna open it up and see what we've got in our kit. So we've got the maker spotlight on one side, which is always kind of nice. They highlight one of the vendors, and this is Mailelani, and this is, again, you guys, inspired by the island of Kauai. And it's kind of cool. They kind of like pointed to the different towns on the island where these different items are coming from. And then on the other side, we've got images. There is a little bit of customization in this box sometimes as well, in terms of like color or flavor for like maybe one of the items, which is something that I really appreciate in any subscription box. It says, "From Kauai with love. Kauai, known as the Garden Isle, is Vanessa's happy place. It is where she married He Lives Aloha." That's cute. And where she feels her best. You'll find her basking in the sunshine, enjoying the swimming at Poipu Beach, home to the honus, which is the sea turtles, and monk seals. Throw your stuff in this cool bag from Mailelani's to keep those essentials protected from the sand. So I'll wait to read the next paragraph until we get to the next item because it's kind of like a little story. So let me see if I can find the pouch from Mailelani. So this is cute. It's like a little like long bag. So it's got a couple zipper pockets. Let me just make sure I don't let that fall out. So it's got like a long strap so you can do like a crossbody thing. And it's just in fabric, and it looks like we've got a couple of zipper pouches. So I'm trying to open up the first one. Let me see, I think it's, there we go. So we got this one, so that's definitely like tall enough for your phone. This is just an open pouch, and then there's another zipper pocket right here where the fabric is. So you've got like really three pockets essentially. One of them is open. And then you can kind of see in this like psychedelic batik, you guys, you can see that outline of the honu of the turtle, which is kind of cute. And then it's just like black accents, which, you know, I like, right? So can't be too colorful, that'd be too crazy. So let me just read a little bit about this. The maker spotlight. It says, "Since our humble beginnings in 1985, we continue to bring you the beauty and elegance of handmade gifts and crafts from Kauai, Hawaii, where we include a special touch of love and aloha in each piece we create. Each of our handcrafted creations are made right here on our island home of Kauai. Kauai-made products are identified by the ho'okupu, an offering of an honored gift in traditional Hawaiian custom. In the Kauai-made logo, this honored gift is wrapped in tea leaf, which is like the green long leaves that they like make grass skirts out of. Often the ho'okupu was a lei, or, you know, you guys know what a lei is, or wreath, or a handcrafted item of exceptional value. This symbol was chosen by the county of Kauai to reflect the deep respect we have for our land, culture, and heritage of our people throughout our island. Any piece bearing the Kauai-made logo signifies the product underwent stringent guidelines demonstrating the item is made on Kauai by its people and, where possible, using island materials. We are honored to be a part of the selected group who proudly displays the Kauai-made logo. So let me see, that is the Kauai-made logo. So it just looked like a bundle, but if you saw it like in color in real life, it would be in a very vibrant green. So that's what that label is all about. That is kind of cool. All right, we also got, let's see, it says, next it's time to enjoy one of the many beaches where her keiki, or children, can swim with the fishes in protected reefs, Poipu, Lightgate, or Salt Pond. Enjoy these fun cards from Banana Patch Studios in Hanapepe that highlight many of Kauai's amazing beaches. So you guys know I always love to get blank greeting cards, and also it's just nice to get ones that are from Hawaii. So these are just some like photograph cards, which is cute, and they have like messages written in the sand. So this is a really great one. It says hang in there. that's important, and this is from Kekaha Beach. And then we've got one that says XOXO, appropriate for Valentine's Day and just in time. This is from Baby Beach. And then we have a good old-fashioned aloha, which is from Wild High Point. So that is pretty cool, you guys. And it looks like they were all different photographers as well. So I think that's a nice little set. They don't include the retail values, but I do feel like you're getting your money's worth. Probably not like way above, but you know, again, part of it is the experience and the fact that a lot of us can't necessarily get to Hawaii very easily, especially right now. Says, when it's time for lunch, there's a mad dash to puka dog, because who can resist a hot dog with award-winning Auntie Lilikoi's passion fruit wasabi mustard, or passion fruit jelly if you don't like it spicy. So that was one of the options, I think, in terms of customization. So they did ask me when we were talking on our Google Hangout which of the two I would prefer, and it was hard because, you guys, passion fruit is one of my favorite fruity flavors ever, or lilikoi. But when they told me that one of the options was a lilikoi wasabi mustard, and I love wasabi, I love how it just like clears your sinuses, I was like, give me the mustard, because I think that's really fun and it's just like a little bit different. So it came all packaged up in some like shred, you can see, and some cardboard, and this is a nice sized jar from Auntie Lilikoi, which means passion fruit basically. 10 ounces, you guys. This looks so good. I'm really excited about this. I'm probably gonna like look up online different things that you can use this for, but I think it would be really good on like sausages. So that might have to go in the kitchen right away and get used right away. And that's something I think my husband will also enjoy. I do really love getting food from the islands, and I feel like a lot of different Hawaii subscriptions are doing a lot of food. And then one of my like things that I do often tell them in feedback though is that some of it is like an acquired taste. So you kind of have to like speak to the masses food wise, but let me know what you guys think. I usually like to have like, you know, a few food items, but not necessarily like half or more than half of the box be edible items, because I want some like lifestyle products and things that I can like use and not just consume, or edible items that I consume. If it's like bath products that you consume and use, I think that's great too. I'm really excited about this though. All right, so next it says, no matter how hard she tries to protect her skin from the sun, there's always a spot that she missed. With Island Soap and Candles Surfer Salve, you can restore sunburned or bug-bitten skin, plus take care of your lips with Kawaii Kiss Lip Balm. So I think I'm finding two different items, which is kind of cool. So it looks like we got our 5 items, but there's like 2 from there's 6 items, but there's 2 items from one particular vendor. So this is the Kawaii Kiss Tropical Lip Balm, and you guys know we get tons of lip balms in subscription boxes, but I'm all right with it because you can never have too many. And then here is the Surfer Salve, which would be great. So soothes sunburns, dry skin, bug bites, chapped lips, and minor rashes. So you can actually use it on your lips. And it says it's olive oil infused with plantain, comfrey, rosemary, lavender leaves, cosmetic beeswax, vitamin E, aloe vera, tea tree oil, and lavender essential oil. So it's all things that I can pronounce and read, which is a good sign. Smells good, not too strong, but it just comes in like a little tin, so it almost looks like a lip balm, but it's kind of like bigger than a lip balm. This is probably something good who my very howly, very white, very pale husband, who is actually a surfer, could probably definitely use. Although every once in a while, you guys, because I've been living now on the mainland for so long, usually that like first time I go to the beach every summer, I definitely get a little bit of a burn going on. I'm trying to be a little bit better, but last year was not so bad, and I did spend quite a few days at the beach, but I was like really good about putting lots of sunscreen on to make sure that I didn't get super duper burnt that time. But it's always nice to have something just in case you get a little bit toasty. Let's see what else we have. Oh, so we've got a little card that tells us more about that surfer salve and all of the stuff that's in there, which is great. And then we have something else. I think this is a recipe card. Ooh, that sounds good. So it says, for chocolate truffles with black lava Hawaiian sea salt. I love putting black lava sea salt on anything sweet. It just gives it that extra bit of like flavor. Like the gelato place down my street, they will do that on some of their flavors. They'll do a little like black lava sea salt, and it makes them so much better. So this is a recipe courtesy of Aloha Spice by Kauai's own Chef Michael Makes, or make, oh, Chef Michael. And then the next line said makes, and I thought that was his last name. Makes approximately 20 truffles. So this is great for Valentine's Day if you want to make your own chocolate. I don't know if I'm that adventurous, but I'll give it a try. Maybe they at least gave it to us on a nice recipe card so that I can hold on to it. It won't get lost. So that's kind of cool. But let's keep going. We've got the last little paragraph. It says, she finishes off the day watching the sunset from any place with a spot to sit, breathe, and appreciate another perfect day. Relax with a handful of truffles, recipe included, or a Hawaiian Bloody Mary rimmed with black lava sea salt from Aloha Spice. So I like that they gave us those two options. You could make the truffles, or you could just make a Bloody Mary, which does take some effort to make a good Bloody Mary, but maybe not as much as making the truffles. So let me find our black lava salt in here. I'm really excited. This came all wrapped up in some bubble wrap, which is nice. This is probably like one of my favorite kits that I've received from She Lives Aloha so far. I thought it was like nice and balanced. Like I said, there was only like 2 edible items, and they're kind of like condiments that you can definitely use. And it's not like just like a bag of potato chips that are, once you eat them, they're gone. I mean, I'm not opposed to getting a bag of potato chips either. But let me go ahead and open this up because they have wrapped it so well. It might take me too long to open up all of the bubbles and make a lot of noise. So this is really cool, you guys. It's a good size. It's a sea salt grinder, so it's like kind of got the bigger, chunkier crystals, and then it's one of those ones where you flip it upside down and you can actually grind it to be a little bit finer. That's great. So again, this is from Aloha Spice Company in Hanapepe, and it is 2.82 ounces. Very, very cool. I like this. I'll definitely be using this in the future. So everything in here was great. For me, the only thing, even though it was like the featured artisan, like I probably won't use that crossbody bag just because I have a ton of them, but I think that would be such a lovely like gift to send to somebody who's probably missing Hawaii. I even have someone in mind. It just says at the bottom, mahalo for shopping small, supporting Kauai businesses and the Kauai Humane Society. They always do a donation to an organization as part of this subscription, which I think is something that is really lovely and important to point out. So they do make a donation for every kit that is sold, which I just think is so, so nice. Not only to support the small businesses, but the organizations that are supporting the rest of the like ecosystem and community in the islands. So going back over everything, we got this cute, like funky, like sea turtle, like crossbody with all the pockets, very, very functional. I generally have like way too much stuff to make it all fit in here. But you definitely could with like a card case and your phone, the essentials, you know, like your lip balm's gonna fit in there and maybe a little sunscreen. Then we got these really pretty cards. Normally, like I don't necessarily put a huge value on these, but you guys, greeting cards are actually pretty expensive, and I think these images are really lovely. I think it's kind of cute that they all have different like messages written in the sand. Then we got the Auntie Lilikoi passion fruit wasabi mustard. This is probably my favorite item in the box. And then we got the 2 items from Island Soap and Candle, which is the surfer salve and the lip balm. And then finally we got the black lava salt, which I'm really excited about getting this. I kept calling it sea salt, but it's black lava salt. So let me know in the comments below, you guys, what your favorite item in this Kawaii inspired She Lives Aloha kit was. things that you would like to see in future boxes, themes that you would like to see in future boxes. If you enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up, and hopefully I see you all very, very soon in my next unboxing.